We are live, baby. Hello, everyone.
What's
How's
up?
everyone doing?
What's up?
Everyone out there, internet world, on Facebook, who are probably watching us, and nobody watches us on YouTube.
You said nobody watches us on YouTube.
No, we don't get many people watching this on YouTube or whatever the case may be. So
Let's
hey,
go, people.
one person
Yeah, when I miss the show, I swear I go.
to YouTube.
I'll go to YouTube but it plays the
audio,
just the vocals.
Yeah. I put that up there just to do that way because it helps us get our numbers for the pod to count towards the podcast numbers as opposed to counting towards the YouTube numbers. So
what's up, Mike?
Who's talking?
And the podcast.
Take it over to the.
There we go.
Come on, friend.
Mike Bates.
Directing stuff.
What up?
Here.
Hey man, we got a different setup going on right now.
We are a little different. We are.
So I got to use my length here to try and do all this stuff. It's just a little bit extra.
And the podcast that comes on the phone is also vocals.
Yeah. So let me see. Let me change this thing to let people know that we're gonna be out tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. This is the post show, people.
Yeah.
We got Jesse Ray, aka Jesse King, on here right now. So
building.
Yeah, he's in the building right now. So we're gonna be talking about Virtual Fight Tour. We're gonna talk about Virtual Fight Tour right now a little bit. We did do about 40 minutes on VFT7. We talked about other stuff that I did not want to talk about, but we had to touch on those.
Did y'all touch on the rumors that Did you touch on like the conscious stuff that's going around, or someone said this and that?
Yeah, unfortunately, we did talk about that. Like we didn't want to talk about.
Jesse, we did exactly what you just did. Y'all talk about
Chris and Los kind of like
we're just trying to be real quiet because I got real opinions and I'm really trying not to offend a lot of people. Whatever, we talked about it.
We talked about three different situations. Situations that are conscious in sport, and gave three different examples of why something that happened last year and how the stuff that is happening this year is a direct correlation to something that happened last year that had controversy going around it, and why we were saying, hey, you have to say we don't care about just because you're friends with us.
Nope.
Just because you're friends with us does not mean that you don't have certain feelings behind the scenes, and certain, like what would just happen, it happened.
I feel like I can decipher what you.
The truth will set you free.
I'm just trying to build some suspense so people can actually go listen to the podcast for tomorrow. But yes,
I actually.
What's up, Tony?
I spoke to them and gave them some game, man. Gave them some history and explanation, and had a nice lengthy conversation with them.
Good.
See, so he did what I did last year,
right?
Yeah.
You did exactly what I did last year to this one person, and so because I pulled that person aside, like, hey, look, this is why this is happening to you.
And it's like what we talked about. It's crazy because when you care because you like, you don't want to go down this road. Like,
right.
You go down this path, you're gonna push yourself too far, and you're gonna fuck a whole lot. You're gonna mess a whole lot up for yourself.
Yeah,
you definitely are, and you got to put the work in. And like I told them too, you got to put the work in to not to get back, but because I'm not down with the cancel. Well, some people.
Some people need to be canceled.
Yeah.
Some things.
One of the scenarios we talked about, that person probably need to be canceled. I'm glad they trying to get that taken away.
Right. But if you put the work in and are sincere with it,
you can come back from things.
You can come back.
Listen, first, you got to fall on the sword.
Yes.
You got to recognize.
You got to fall on the sword first. Once you fall on the sword, then it's like, okay, now people are going to pick and choose as to how they want us to respond and react to it. But we talked about it. We talked about it episode 95. Mike P.
We got Mike P in the building.
Listen, Mike P, bro,
what's
you
up,
killed
man?
it, man.
What's
You was
up?
listen, Mike P, from what I could hear, you was killing it.
Hey, man, I felt part to blame, but when I found out it wasn't my technical difficulties, I felt a little bit better. But no, I felt like I was lagging, and I felt bad on Travis. Like every time I heard a gap, I try to jump in, but by the time I think I heard my voice come in, I saw Travis talking, and I don't know. I hope I wasn't messing Travis up.
No,
I'm
used to it,
man. Y'all was good. Y'all was dope. Y'all definitely did a really good job, man. I appreciate the back and forth and just the wisdom and just like it's great when you have fighters calling it, because you can actually, like, when you have fighters calling it, like, you mean you can see and hear, like what they're seeing and what's going on, and like have the real information to give the people. Like, I thought that was
when
great.
You have somebody like with the education that Mike has as far as karate goes,
it makes it easy.
It makes it easier.
It's so easy
because you just let him go. Like, hey, I'm gonna let him say what he got to say, because he knows, he sees. Even I think I see a lot of stuff, but Mike sees so much more, and I'm like, oh shit, like, oh, all right, like, go ahead, bro.
I felt like when I was doing the interviews, I felt like I was coaching rather than asking questions, though.
Yes, he definitely was coaching. He 100% was coaching. It was like, hey, look, this is what is going on, and telling you what's happening right now.
I feel like
I don't want to hear your opinion. I'm going to tell you what you got to go back to work on. I love it.
I know. I feel like
go get your phone notes real quick, young person. Come here.
Yeah, like no. Learn what's actually happening right now. But no, that was awesome, man. Like, all right, but let's get into it.
Back though, Mike.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We got to do it again. Definitely.
No, definitely, man. I don't think I was making friends with the fighters, but oh well.
Sometimes you got to take your medicine. Sometimes you just got to take the medicine. You don't want to take it, but sometimes you got to take it.
Gotta take it.
But all right, so let's get into it, because a lot of people want to hear what was going on behind the scenes with BFT7, because that was the controversy that came out of it. There was technical difficulties all around, and it made the experience not that pleasurable. So Jesse, I'm gonna give you the floor and let you go ahead and say exactly what you need to say.
All right, so first of all, anybody that watched the fight, that purchased the fight, we already got it packaged up. We're gonna upload it and send it out, so you guys have full experience to watch all the fights again. I want to say that. Second, I do want to apologize, and of course, I take it all on my shoulders. But this is our 7th show, and we never had this issue, and we didn't know until it happened. It was something with the venue, with the bandwidth. Again, it never gave us a problem, but basically the venue got to upgrade their stuff, and it came back to bite us. I'm not too technical, so I was always told if you plug directly into the phone line, directly into the Ethernet, directly into your source, your computer, that if you go off Wi-Fi, you're taking a chance. So we hardwire everything. So, and he has shows, the guy, they do MMA and kickboxing, and it was my day. It wasn't cooperating that day, so we had a meeting, and he understands how detrimental this was to me, to the business, to VFT, to the brand, and he assured me that today he was gonna upgrade everything and maybe go fiber optic or whatever. So again, I want to apologize to everybody. That's none of y'all concern. That's all on me. And I will I guarantee everyone is gonna get the fight in its entirety. And I apologize, man. I'm sorry about that. Because some things we're not gonna be able to get back without the glitch, like maybe the last few interviews you did and things like that.
Yeah.
So the second part of the show, what I just had to do, I had to be proactive. I got the raw footage directly from camera, and so your voice. This is the funny thing. Your voices was clear the whole time. It's like, yeah, the voice, the audio was good. It's just the picture was like struggling to, the lag.
I think during the fight we had a hard time hearing each other, right, Travis?
Yeah, we couldn't hear each other.
Yeah.
So when we were trying, we heard the ring a lot. We can hear the Akanen calling points and everything that was going on there. That was clear as day, but I could barely hear Mike. And it actually when it first started. Actually, yeah, you couldn't hear me because when I was talking, I noticed I wasn't hearing you, and I was like, I think he should be saying something, but
did you go back and watch it, Travis?
Say it again.
Did you go back and look at the stuff I sent you?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch it today.
Okay.
I did. Yeah, we were texting each other.
Yeah.
Just making sure it wasn't like us. I didn't know if it was just me, everybody, or what. So me and Travis would text every once in a while, going, "Hey, is it you freezing? Is it me?" And we ended up finding out it was all of us. So
yeah, I think it's I think the volume. I think that was on the control table. Yeah, I think they didn't. We didn't do a good job leveling that out or whatever. But I did. I was able to hear Travis, but you were a little lower than normal. So that's how I know they didn't put the volume up, because usually you're over the fight.
Yeah.
When the fight was over you. So
yeah, definitely the fight was over the commentary.
Hey, but the fights were phenomenal. You had some really great fights.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Really good close fights. I mean,
I was sitting there like this, man.
That's what the crazy thing about it was. I was going to say this before. As a whole, this was probably the closest. Like, sometimes we have some fights that are just like a blowout, but some of these fights had like blowouts and comebacks. Like that Aaron and Ronald fight was nuts. Like Ronald was up by like 6 or 7, and at the end of the second, Aaron was up by 3, and then they went back and forth, went to overtime. That fight was crazy. Yeah. The Justice Floyd fight was wild, just for the simple fact that he got up so large and then blew the fight. And it's like, what just happened? You just saw him methodically coming back, and it's like, what in the world is going on right now?
Up by 13.
Yeah, it was nuts. So like, and then the Ant and Chance fight was competitive, but although I still felt like Ant was just in control that whole time. And then
you laughed when he said it was competitive.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did do a show. Never mind. I ain't gonna say what happened.
Why you giving away shows?
Listen to the podcast, people. There's a lot of stuff that happened.
Yeah. Yo, you know what? Chance was like, "Yo, forget that. I'm tired. I'm trying to knock him out."
He threw a couple haymakers in there. He did throw a couple haymakers at Ant. Like, whoa, all right, there it is. But yeah, no. So I did think that it was a lot of it was a good competition inside of that. Inside of that,
Java and
Julio. Yeah.
That was a good fight to watch. I was just impressed by Java, man. This guy doesn't stop. It's just unbelievable. I think I'm 1 year older than him, man. And this dude is like explosive. Gas tank is on full all the time. Unbelievable.
Hey, Terry said his FSK people bought so many pay-per-views it slowed down the internet.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Terry, that's a fact, though.
What's up, Terry? Love you guys.
Yeah.
They came out and represented. Cool people.
Mike said they need to stop underestimating Ant. Okay, I see that.
I don't know why. Ant is proven, man.
At this point, I think most people will leave Ant alone. I think they'll leave Ant alone.
Y'all said that last show.
Ant said, "Leave me alone." Like, y'all need to just leave me alone. Man. What y'all want me to do? Like, just leave me alone. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Show me the money. Give me the money fights. Let's go.
Yeah. But it was a good show. If you guys hadn't, it was a good show in of itself.
Yes.
So you guys have to go and look at it. Like, the broadcast was not good. We said at the beginning of the show, we're like, hey, let's
just some issues.
You gotta keep it 100, man. It is what it is. It wasn't good.
Hey, did I mention?
Hey, but you say you're gonna like a package kind of like what I got?
Sending it. Yep,
bro.
He gonna upload it somewhere, and then they're gonna let them give them the link for it.
Ventex is gonna send that back out to all the people that went through their platform, and they're gonna get it. They're gonna get access. So apologies, man.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
They
were supposed to play Who Shot You after that last fight.
Jeez, you're so New York.
We talked about that too. We talked about
we talked about that.
We did.
100%.
We did.
No, but now real quick. So before the you got to turn in your music. Tyson and Darren, we don't know what music or whatever. I was like, yo, if y'all don't pick, I'm gonna pick. And they was like, go ahead, just pick. And I was like, who shot you? So who? I guess they thought about it, and I was doing what I was doing, they went back and changed it.
Mike, what were you about to say?
I was just asking if you guys already gave Chris Walker a hard time.
No, but actually, we need to do that right now. See, actually, we didn't do it on the show.
I'm just asking.
We did not do it on the show.
Though. I sent him a personal message.
The show, so yeah.
So, people, I'm gonna tell you why Chris Walker was not on the show. Chris last week told us, me and Los, we were on after one of our after shows or something like that, and he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm going to Fife's wedding."
He said the wedding was early. He said the wedding.
He told us Monday.
Yeah,
he told us. I said, "Have you talked to? Did you tell Jess?" He said, "No, I'm still gonna do the show." I said, "Yep, you're doing the wedding though."
Yeah,
like no, it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna take my equipment. I'm gonna do it right there, and I'm like. You're gonna be drunk. It's a wedding. I'm thinking about this is not
I was not
well.
At that moment.
I was like, all right, well, he gonna push it, but all right, fine. But I think because he missed the last one, I'm thinking he's like, I can't miss this one. So I'm like,
I can't.
All right.
I was trying to do it.
So then he was like, so then Jess sent it out like 3 something. He's like, hey, you gonna be on y'all good for 4 o'clock? And I was like, yeah, I am. And Chris was like, hey,
run behind.
We running behind because of some weather, so.
Ain't no way you gonna get with the homies.
I thought I was break away.
So here's what the thing is. I want to ask you guys this question because it made me think about something.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever been to a wedding that started on time.
I almost said something.
I know this because I went there too, and I'm going to go there because. And then it led me down the path that I've only been to black weddings, so therefore it just kind of took me there. And I thought that I was like, okay, well maybe that's just the thing. Even my wedding was late. I'm just saying every wedding I've ever been to has been late. So it's just like that's my experience. So when he said he was going to go to a wedding, and I'm like, okay, but they don't start on time. So I'm thinking to myself, it's not going to work.
That was my next question.
I'm just curious why you said rain stopped it, right?
Mike P, did your wedding start on time?
Oh man, technically
it was at least 30 minutes late, and you know it.
My wife's Hispanic, so they pretty much
Come on, brother. Come on.
This is like I don't think I've ever been to a wedding that started on time. Look, did your wedding start on time?
Neither one of them.
I'm just saying, I don't. So when Chris saying that I can do it, I'm like,
no, Travis knew. I'll tell you right now, Jesse was asking right before the show about 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Are we going to save a screen? And Travis was like, no. He's like, no. He's like, yeah. He was like, no. He ain't showing up. He already do. Way.
No. He's not going to. Like, I thought about because Chris, you were in the wedding.
Yeah,
he was in Joe Fife's wedding. So I'm saying
that was last minute. That's what caused the ruffle in the feathers, the kink in the.
You weren't supposed to be in the wedding.
Not that I was aware of. He probably meant to tell me and thought he sent me a text. It probably didn't.
And you thought you was gonna start on time?
Chris, like, see what we're having technical difficulties right now.
As I'm thinking it, putting things together, it kind of makes more sense now.
Just saying.
Shut up, Travis. I don't like it.
All right, charge it to the game, man. Charge it to the game.
Yeah. Nah, most weddings are that way. Yeah, Joe. It's like, yeah, I don't think I've ever been to a wedding that started on time.
I'm quite sure.
Did your wedding start on time? Okay, then. All right. So,
wait, you either, Chris?
That's what I'm saying. No wedding. I mean, there are certain weddings that start on time, but the majority I'm not.
We're not those people.
Listen, I know everybody have intentions for it to start on time.
Yeah, and everybody be determined too. They be like, no, it's starting on time. You're like, okay.
Was there an itinerary like for the wedding? This is gonna start at this time. Was your wedding like that?
Mine? Yeah, ours was gonna start at 4 o'clock, and then you had everything else supposed to follow after it. But it started at maybe like 4:23 or something like that. Like
I ended up being the DJ at mine, so it was wild. The DJ was okay. So we had a destination wedding, right?
So you had a bad DJ.
We had a DJ, and then he decided to go do the rich people's DJ because it was 2 weddings, right? So it was our wedding, and then it was another wedding on the other side who paid some more money than we did. So the main DJ decided to go over there and play them, and they sent his lackey over here to us, and he did not play the things that we had told him to play. So he was playing like, if we told him to play, let's say, I'm just gonna say like thong song, he was playing like the Mexican version of the thong song. So it was wild. We were like, yo, that's not the version we want. No, that's not it. Play the song.
Why is that your go-to song, bro?
I'm just saying. That's just what popped in my head.
He said, why is that your go-to song?
I was like, nah, man. Like, it is what it is. So we were playing. So we told him like, nah. So then I just hooked up my Spotify and we were just going like, yo, da. We just like, nah, skip that. We doing it. People.
Spotify was out back then?
No.
Yeah, Spotify been out since like 2010, 2009.
When did you get married?
I got married in 2014.
Oh wow, it felt way longer than that. I remember
longer than that too. I thought you got.
No, I got married in 2014. But no,
I thought it was like 10 or 11. To be honest, I thought you was married a lot longer than before me.
You wasn't in DC yet, right?
You said what?
You wasn't in DC yet, right?
Well, we got married in December and we were still in DC, and in January we were in Atlanta in 2015.
Okay.
So it was like right after it. So yeah, so was what it was.
Okay. All right. Yo, Mike.
All right, so
Yo,
that's
Mike
it,
P.
people. We got any other things to talk about with VFT?
Mike P, what's some West Coast fights you would be interested in seeing?
West Coast, man. Who's out on the West?
West could go against East, but just a person,
man,
or people.
Nah, you know what we should do? When it warm up, let's do a VFT out in California, outside on the beach.
Oh, we definitely could do that.
You got to find a good internet on the beach, though.
That's true.
We got to bring the truck. We got to have the truck like the NFL.
You said we got to bring the truck?
Man,
we got to bring the truck.
I mean, I'm just thinking West Coast right now. I mean, there really hasn't been any events. You guys have been out here to compete. I mean, who's out here fighting in the West Coast? I mean, Jack, pretty much. You know what I mean? You guys already had him. And then, maybe the Bay Area, you got a few guys over there. But, I mean, the West Coast hasn't been what it's been. It's not like Florida. It's not like Atlanta. It's not like some of these new hot spots, Kentucky. You know what I mean? The East Coast has always been big for tournaments. It just seems like California – tournament-wise, just kind of died out.
Yeah,
it's not like what it used to be. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if it's jiu-jitsu that's kind of the big thing right now out here. You know, there's a lot of jiu-jitsu tournaments right and left. But
let me ask this: is it because the NBL died?
You know, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I know they were Texas, California. Central
they were big over there. Yeah,
Washington.
But I mean,
see, like that was a smart thing that I give Boyce his credit. He went out to those areas where NASCAR wasn't really big, and he brought events, and it just became huge over there. He took advantage of that
demographic.
Yeah. So those regions. So I think that I'd give him a tip my hat for that, because that just turned like. It birthed a whole bunch of different fighters. It was just kind of like, yo, we out here, we're doing everything, and everybody got to know them and see them, and that competition then brought different style to fight. So
that's where I started coming from.
Yeah,
I was in New York.
So I
was going out to the Bay Area all the time.
I think it's a region that needs to be explored more, but we'll see.
Like I said, we gotta open them back up to find out who's going to be out there to do things.
We're gonna dive back in that. I'm on it, guys. I'm on it.
You know, I'm interested in seeing what happens at Compete this year, because it's later on in the year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I know they had that. Well, they had that problem because they would have it now. It was always the week before Irish Open. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to go all the way to the West Coast and then go all the way to Ireland, the week after. Yeah. So, I mean, unless you're the All-Stars and you're doing it to go train with everybody, and then you go and do that. But other than that, I mean, Compete's kind of died off. I'm kind of interested in seeing if, because they changed the time, now people will go, hey, we can go out and do stuff. The weather will be nice. We can actually go and, as opposed to coming in here in February when it's still kind of cold and not always great. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Sounds.
Yeah. I would love to go out there. I mean, I would love to go to different areas that have
things to do.
Yes.
Attractions.
Yes.
He needs to put it in a better place, though. He has it way out there in where is it?
Ontario?
Ontario. Where
Ontario.
it's just,
I mean, you can go anywhere in OC and just bring an experience.
Yeah,
Long Beach Convention Center.
I was about to say Long Beach. Long Beach is pretty centralized. You know what I mean? I mean, it's pretty close to Orange County, LA. So something where it's close to everything. You know what I mean? Definitely.
And you got 3 airports you can fly into there, and rather than having to go all
It used to be in Pomona too, right?
Yeah,
it wasn't Pomona, but that was even then. That was still kind of a
that's the same thing. It's only about 10 miles away, really. So I don't know. I think location's big. I think people want to go and that's why U.S. Open.
Like
I think
when you go to California to compete, you want to go to like California. Like you want to go to like where you're going to see
Hollywood, right?
Yeah, where you're going to see actual Disney, I think it was like last year was the first time I ever came to compete. Like I had always wanted to go, but last year was the first time I came. And I was like, it's here. Like this is it. Like there's nothing to do. Like you know what I mean? Like
nothing to do.
I'll always fly into LA and drive. So I want to experience LA.
Yeah,
and that traffic.
Oh my God!
You don't want none of that. You don't want none of the 5.
You're already 60 miles away from LA. Then you got to experience the traffic on top of it. That's why I'm saying you want to be somewhere like where, if you're gonna have traffic, at least it's close. You know.
Listen,
New York was bad.
Yeah. Listen, when we came out for Raymond's wedding, he was like, "Yo, you got to get here at this time. You got to get on the road because if you don't, you get caught in this traffic." Listen, it was 30 miles that we had to drive. It took us 3.5 hours to get there. I was like, are you kidding me? 3.5 hours to get there for 30 miles. Crazy. That's a wrap.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. What's that? Oh, congratulations, John Coratello. You got engaged today. All right. Congratulations, John.
Nice.
All right.
Florida.
All right, let's get out of here. We done went 26 minutes, and I know Los is itching, probably about to fall asleep. Get something to eat. You going crazy right now.
Yeah, I'm about to go home, man, and crash out. Look at all y'all comfort of y'all home right now.
He still got a good drive. He got a good 30-minute drive.
Yeah. I have to do it here just so I don't wake everybody up in my house.
I understand that, and I don't have crying babies in the back.
Yeah.
Guys, one more thing. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
We got to shout out my man Kwame.
Yeah.
Kwame.
Yeah, winning.
Yeah, Kwame did his thing, man.
Hold on.
Out of Ben's Academy.
Yeah, we talked about that too.
He was very excited. You know what he said?
There you go, Kwame. That's for you. Yeah, there you go.
You know what he said at the end of the show? What? I think somebody was talking. He was like, "I ain't lose." Kwame was stunting.
Yeah.
Hey, I love it.
Everybody else like, nah, y'all
lost. I ain't some of y'all win, some of y'all lose, but I won.
I loved his energy out there. And then when we went to go interview him, he didn't want to talk. He was like, nah.
I love his headband. His headband was dope.
If y'all didn't notice, we had a GoPro on Tyson's headgear.
Yeah,
we're looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah,
I want to check that out.
See them kicks coming at him.
That was pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah. All right, people, we got to get out of here. We'll see you later. Look, Lowe's trying to get out there and get some chicken and gravy. All right, we out of here, people.
Right, well, what we about to do? What time the show come out tomorrow, Travis?
Tomorrow it comes out 8 a.m. on a lot of different platforms, on YouTube, on Spotify, on Podbean.
Who we sponsored by?
Virtual Fight Tour, son.
And we are sponsored by the Virtual Fight Tour.
Oh,
so let you guys know that. Tour. Yeah. Just so y'all know, we're gonna eventually. These are some of the shirts we're gonna end up selling soon. But for our loyal listeners, we're gonna be giving them away. Just a box sitting over there right now. The packages are still getting put together. There's a couple of other little trinkets that I got to give out to you guys.
Yeah,
got that, and then it's
He just says main gang.
The main gang for our loyal listeners. So we'll be sending those out soon. If I asked you about your address, then that's what's coming for you guys. Yeah. If I didn't, then
it's probably not.
Probably not coming to you.
I already know you. Sorry.
So,
all right, fellas.
Yeah,
good job, fellas.
Thank you.